Christopher Columbus, the guy that basically quote unquote found America. In reality, he was primarily the second, I guess you could say, that found America since the Pilgrims found it first before him. But why is he so important to American history? Well, it's because we get a day off from school. Other than that, the reason why he's famous in our history is because of his voyage and the beginning of continuous European contact with the Americans, leading to exploration and colonization. Notice the colonization word because, as we all know, since 2019 and 2020, with the statues being taken down, colonization is bad, and since Christopher Columbus did that and was one of the first of many, they decided to tell everybody that they do not want him anymore. They are canceling Christopher Columbus to fight the fact that this guy's been dead for over 600 fucking years. But hey, it's long overdue. I mean, if we're doing that to every single thing in the past now, clearly Christopher Columbus would appreciate a little bit of payback. Am I right, guys? With that being said, activists and people that just despise this guy starts attacking random shit all because of their little way of just not realizing history because they're so far up their ass. They think that anything they see is offensive because it's the modern world and anything in the past doesn't mean shit. So what are we going to talk about with these Christopher Columbers? Well, two of them decided to go into a museum and started to throw paint at an art piece of Christopher Columbus. I'm not playing the audio for this because there really is nobody talking, so there really is no point. So I get to talk over it like a fucking scumbag, so you're welcome for that. But as you can see, they just throw in the paint and get tackled, taken away like they really should because, yeah, that's not an okay thing to do, especially in an art room or a museum or really anywhere that is for educational purposes or anything in between. But as well, if it's not your fucking property, you shouldn't have done it in the first place, which is, again, also makes sense. But I don't know why these people think that they're in the right for doing this. The funny part is that they legit missed Christopher Columbus himself in this artwork. So I don't get what was the point. You basically attacked every single person besides the guy you were hating on the most. This is basically like the Joker's mentality right here. I don't want you dead because if you do, then there's no fun in trying to attack you again. So what were these two women really are about? What was the cause? You might say colonization, but that was only to acknowledge why people hate Christopher Columbus for the present time. In reality, they are climate activists. What the fuck does Christopher Columbus have anything to do with the climate? I don't fucking know, and I don't think anyone else knows. I think they were just too far up their asses to think, oh, we should do this, and everyone encouraging them to do it. Have no idea what the hell they were doing in the first place, or even being happy about in the first place, because I still don't know what this was supposed to be the intent here. What was the purpose? But then again, this is normal climate activism in action. They don't really know their own cause themselves. So in return, they try to bank off of other people or are too late to the party and just basically do stuff way later, which is this right here. And now we can all laugh at the climate activists' jail sentences and stuff, and they can look when they finally come out that their acts were all for nothing because the painting's already being restored. They're doing a second reconstruction on it to try and save the art piece. The museum reported that the painting has been cleaned and is now ready to be asserted for the next phase, and now remains to decide on the type of restoration. Hopefully I said that word right. But yeah, they're basically trying to restore it. Well, I remember there was other art museums and stuff that they would do where they put like glasses or something over it to protect it because people were doing this for like no fucking reason. Some were literally just doing it sitting down and just waiting for someone to arrest or kick their ass, which is pretty cucky. But I think that's what they should think about after restoring this art piece. It would make tons more sense to do that rather than just put it back there because you already know creeps would just do this for no reason, or if they do have a reason, it's pretty fucking retarded reason to do it in the first place. So that's really about it. These people are not in the right mind, and they never were. They're climate activists, and they're not even doing anything about climate itself.